On this week's episode of Nostalgia Power PRIMETIME, Arcade1Up announces their lowest price of the year sale that really isn't their lowest price of the year. Also, what retail store will PD7 be escorted out of this week? And the bad guy Mike Worley gets unnecessarily angry at a crappy NES game that he knew was bad going in. Plus, Jester Tester channels his inner Jersey and throws random household objects to some poor Kohl's employee. And Zod Rider makes you kneel before Zod and shares his grandmother's secret recipe for chicken cacciatore. All that and more on this week's episode of Nostalgia Power PRIMETIME.
Yeah,
buddy.
Nice.
Welcome back to Prime Time.
That was legendary, Mike.
I
Legendary.
couldn't be more hyped up than I am right now.
So, I mean, if that doesn't get your blood boiling, your
blood
I don't know what does.
Justy with that Kohl's cash.
Yeah, those poor Kohl's employees.
Yeah, he got pretty angry. You were hurling some pretty crazy stuff. Chairs, a bed. I mean, geez,
man. I'm sorry, guys. It's just a Jersey thing.
I told you, it's just a Jersey thing.
Chairs and Kohl's cash. That's what it's all about.
What's up, Ricky? Yeah, hey, whenever you're ready, just hop in. I'll keep an eye out for you. So yeah, so we have in the title, we're gonna have Toxin and Garage Gamer on, and both of them let us know that they're both running a little bit late. So whenever they get here, I forgot, Garage Gamer, I think he's out on the West Coast, right? Mm-hmm. So he may just be getting off work. Toxin, he has weird work hours, but different. I should say weird, different work hours. But so I guess we'll jump right into it. Rich, what's going on?
Hey, Rich.
Who else is here? Damien, Andy, Kevin.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Stock Jock. He's at Texas Day Brazil. Do they have those? Do they have a Texas Day Brazil by you guys? Have you ever heard of it?
No.
It's like basically an all-you-can-eat, like meat buffet, steaks, burgers, ribs, you name it. They're so good too.
Forgive me because I didn't know what he was talking about, and I honestly thought he was talking about something else. I didn't.
No, Texas Day Brazil was like this crazy restaurant. Yeah, if you're like a hardcore carnivore, that's why he said he's gonna go get the meat sweats.
Well,
we can just go to McDonald's and get a adult Happy Meal.
Yeah, I mean, you want to get the meat sweats, just go to Wendy's and get a Baconator.
So how was that adult Happy Meal?
I gotta tell you something.
Hey, Steps.
I'm not making this up. Hey, Steps.
Johnny Blaze.
Steps.
Johnny. That Big Mac was so fresh. Like, Jesse, I'm sorry we're talking McDonald's. I know you're gonna rush out after this, but that was
10 pounds on
the
that
freshest Big Mac. It was unbelievable. If we could get that every time, I'd be there every day.
Every day.
That quality of a Big Mac is
unbelievable. It's like
they're hit or
patties.
miss. I mean,
the patties melted in your mouth, man.
Sometimes they're really good. Other times they'll give you'll get food poisoning. Depends.
It's so fresh.
Not real meat.
You just miss salmonella by this much.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, what a touch. What a touch, Mike.
Mike is on it today. I mean,
wow.
I'm not going to play all my cards tonight. Maybe I will. We'll see.
Let's test it right now. Scumbag.
Wow.
He's on fire, guys.
I'm going to be on it. I'm hoping to be on it tonight. I was a little under the weather because Saturday morning.
Because if we're talking about home arcades and Arcade1Up and all this crazy stuff tonight, we're going to be talking about Scumbag.
Okay, were you as bad as the next morning in Cleveland?
Oh God, no. There were I could probably count on one hand how many times I've been that bad the following day. And you know what it was when we went out that night in Cleveland?
My
I didn't
gosh.
eat anything substantial because we just ate ribs and stuff like that, and nothing that's gonna absorb a lot.
Where did we go
So,
then?
like, what besides ribs did you eat? Because
like I don't know,
No, I thought
mac
we
and
went to the
cheese
Shake
maybe.
No,
that was that night we all went to. I don't remember the name of the place, but we got barbecue.
That was the first night. The second night, I thought you were more the day you
Guys,
and Hot Rangus drove home. You were like,
oh, I was a mess. Yeah, we went to barbecue the night before.
Yeah.
I thought, and then we came back the house.
Wow.
But I didn't like drink an exorbitant amount that night. It just hit me hard because I didn't.
We went to Mission. I'm forgetting everything. We went to Mission Barbecue.
It's all a blur.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know. We're a food channel now, so
you hear how vague that was? I didn't drink an absorbent amount.
right.
I mean,
but some kind of.
It might have been a lot, but not like that. Astronomical amount.
Just enough to make the room be spinning slightly.
I was sitting next to Toxin. We were eating breakfast, and Mike's just sitting there like, you didn't touch that food. You were just like zoning out.
I got what the heck did I get? It was like sausage gravy and biscuits. It was only like 4. It was the cheapest thing on the menu, and I do love sausage gravy, but I was like, I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to eat any of this, and I'm not buying like something crazy and spending money and throwing it right away. While you guys were eating, I almost left and went and took a nap in the truck. But I was like, no, I can't show weakness. Just hang tight.
It's so weakness.
Yeah.
I mean, my God, dude, it's like everybody understands at this point. It's like, dude, you get tired, you gotta sleep.
Can't show weakness.
We're not 19, 20 years old anymore, bro. I mean,
can't let them see me in my most vulnerable state.
I didn't even think of that. I didn't put 2 and 2 together when I saw the whirly bat at Walmart. I didn't even think about it, man. Oh man!
First thing that came to mind, I was like, "Oh my god, how? Like, I have to buy it." I mean, you got to get
the
spelling, different spelling, same. Same.
Nobody wants to back down because they don't know each other.
Yep.
That's
all right,
Mike
guys.
Right, he's not backing down. Not Mike.
Nope. I guess since we're doing the whole prime time thing, we're gonna jump into the home arcade stuff because we kind of neglect that a little bit.
Can we ask the big question?
On Saturday
right
mornings, it just doesn't come up that often.
Yeah, right. I mean,
I for one am not very sad that it doesn't.
You don't miss it
in the mornings. I don't miss it at all. No. What about you guys?
We'll have a prime time every couple weeks. We'll get our fix, right?
Yeah. Did anyone pick up Attack from Mars yesterday?
No.
Anyone in the chat?
Pretty
well, how about
deal.
this? We'll ask this guy right here.
Hey.
There he is. What's up, Garage Gamer?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Totally.
Awesome. Dude, thanks for having me on, guys.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Great to see you, man. It has been a while.
I was just watching a PD7 YouTube video, though.
Hey.
Just dropped, 15, 20 minutes ago or something?
Yeah.
Good.
Awesome.
Hey,
I got a question for you.
As a documentarian, you know that, right?
I got a question. Can I ask the question, Mike, or did you want to?
Nope. Go right ahead.
I read a comment from you a couple of days ago. You called it. You said they were not. You didn't think there was going to be anything coming from CES. You said it, man.
Do we? Is he frozen or is he just like totally? That's his greatest poker face I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He just ate at McDonald's. Don't.
Yeah. What happened?
Don't hold it against him. He got
Garage Game.
Hello. All Happy Meals.
Maybe you should have started with an easy question first.
Yeah.
I think you threw more.
Alrighty then.
We'll get back to
We'll get him back. So, all right. Do we want to dive into where do we want to go first before we get into the main subject matter? Do we want to go
so many
Unico? Do we want to go?
No. Hey, Gamer.
At games.
Zod, start it off.
All right. Okay, so you said at games. You want to start with at games?
Either or, at games or Unico. Which one you want?
Okay, at games. I'm not buying it. Okay, we can kind of.
Let's try this again.
All
right. Sorry, guys.
Hi, Garage Gamer. Thanks for joining us. Let's just start over.
How did you call that, Garage Gamer? You said you didn't see anything coming from them for CES. What gave that away to you?
Well, just by talking to who's the Cyrus at
Uh-oh.
Sorry, the wife's
We got
talking
cut
to me
commercial
now.
already.
I can't do
okay.
this anymore. Talking to Cyrus at PAX West, it sounded like Arcade1Up wasn't aren't doing like standard booths anymore. They're if they're gonna have a product there, it's gonna be with another licensor or company at these events, and I just didn't see them honestly being there right now. And
what's the claw machine company, the third party that makes the claw machines?
Yeah, I mean that would be awesome. But
that when you were at PAX West, you sold me on that Atari 50, man. You went over that thing.
Yeah, that was
it was cool. I mean, did it look good in person?
Yeah, it looked really good. And I think some of the lights were a little low than I didn't realize it until after I got home, but you could see there's a 50 on the keyboard, I don't know what you call that, the control pad.
Mm-hmm.
There's like it's a very subtle 50 right on there. It's like, oh, that looks really cool. And I didn't even realize that until someone said it in the comments later. It's like, oh yeah. So
all the buttons lit up on it.
Yeah, all the buttons
and the coin doors. Yeah.
And that wasn't a cabinet that was on sale at all during Black Friday, was it?
No, but recently it was $50 off, and somebody sold out. It might have been Kohl's or Target. One of them sold out. Maybe Best Buy.
So yeah, I guess we could. So they announced they're not going to be at CES. So was it last year? Was that when they did the same thing kind of, but they got their own hotel room? Was that CES that they did that? And they showed the deluxe cabinets.
Yeah, I get them mixed up because I know they did that
for Marvel versus Capcom.
Yeah,
too.
They did a lot of that at Evo in Vegas.
Yeah, I can't remember
also in Vegas.
What it was. I mean, do you think they'll try to pull something like that again? Like have their own little thing? And
I get the feeling now that John D's gone, we're at a new era.
Like maybe that stuff's not as important to them anymore.
Yeah, and I know I just watched PD7. You're really positive, Phil, and I really appreciate that. But I think we're in a new, it's like we had the golden age. I think Michael B touched on this on his live stream the other day too. Is like we had a golden era when he had Ninja Turtles and we had all these cabinets coming out. T2, we had everything. Galaga. It was all coming out one after another. Boom, 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 and then the CES happened. We're getting Death Adder coming out. I was like, oh man, I gotta get that. And wow, now it's I feel like it's completely changed. And I think Arcade1Up is going to be very selective. I think we're going to see titles not till this summer, unfortunately. But take a deep breath, guys. And Phil said that in your latest video. Take a deep breath. There's going to be stuff coming, and give you more time to buy other stuff. So
that's right.
There's always something.
Looky here.
Hey, Tox.
What's up?
Are you at work still? What do you got behind you? It looks like you're in an office or something.
Yeah, I'm at work still, but I'm in a conference room, so got all the space.
Oh, you're going to join us from work? Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do I sound, by the way? Is audio good?
Sound good?
Oh yeah, no, you sound fine.
Perfect. Awesome.
Yeah, we were just talking about Arcade1Up not going to be at CES, which I just learned about literally right before we came on tonight. So
yeah,
it's kind of a shock. And
they'll definitely be on Evo, right?
Well,
we would hope.
We don't know.
That's debatable. They shot their load with all their Street Fighter cabinets. I mean, what are they going to bring to Evo unless they give us a Street Fighter Alpha cabinet or something? Because
cancel that Flight Steps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the XL. Who knows?
Oh yeah, an XL of the $200 cabinets that they're peddling now. I mean, that's pretty. I mean, honestly, if anybody gets, the thing is, if anybody wants a Street Fighter cabinet, now would be the time, right? You get the $200.
Yeah,
you get your pick of virtually any Street Fighter cabinet
for $299 really at this point, right?
$299. You can't go wrong. But what I'm saying is, where do we go from here? Is an XL really going to make all that much of a difference at this point? when so many people have bought $299 over the holidays, and it's still not sold out. So we know they have boatloads of them because you can buy them everywhere.
I don't know. I think we upgrade the XLs that. You know, I mean, if you had...
Well, yeah, us, the enthusiasts, the ones that love these cabinets, we upgrade, right? But I'm talking about the people that they're trying to get all these cabinets out to. You just bought, you just got your Street Fighter, whether you got the H5 or the Hadouken or the Yoga Flame or whatever, which ironically, the Hadouken one is the most expensive one. The one with the Hadouken artwork is more expensive than the Yoga Flame and the newest model.
But here's the thing:
I find that ironic.
But I'll tell you one thing: I would not step up to the XL.
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either, Jesse.
I'm with behind me. I would cut out 2 cabinets. I wouldn't do it.
No, I'm not doing it either. There's no way.
No,
not at that price point, because the difference between the the $299 and then the one that we're going to get later on, the XL, the jump in price, you're probably looking at a $999 cabinet.
Yeah.
99
Plus,
cents.
I'd be losing space.
99
Yeah,
cents.
don't forget that.
$99.99. No. $999. Like
There's always a chance that they come out with
$999
another
like
XL too.
Unico. $999.
Yeah. I think so. What do you say?
Whenever I hear
the new
999, I think of the Dreamcast. 9999.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Toxin, do you think, you said another XL? What do you mean by that? Like a something we haven't seen before, or
So
something like it was
here's,
rehashed?
here's one cab that we haven't seen go on sale ever since launch, I think, and that's MVC2.
Yeah.
I think that's probably one of their best cabs ever. Personally, out of all the cabs I have, that was the one must have, even though there were kind of issues with it. But I think from like a licensing standpoint, you have Disney, Marvel, is always going to sell. They never put that on clearance, never goes on sale. And if they still have the rights to the license, you want to use it. So there could be a deluxe, it could be an XL, and then there's so many fighters. So if you're going to want an XL, you're going to have to pick one that you want. That's, if you're running out of space, they're pretty big. And then you put 2 by, you're cutting out possibly space for 4 cabs. Do you want a Miss Pac-Man XL and the Street Fighter XL? And then, I also like Marvel vs. Capcom. That's just a little bit too much,
It is. I agree with you completely, Toxin, because at the end of the day, you're talking about the same game lineup. You're not talking about anything different except the size.
But you're getting closer to the real thing, though, Zod. You're getting the full size.
In terms of size.
That's important to
if we want to talk about close to the real thing, I'll tell you right now, Numbskull Arcades is knocking it out of the park with close to the real thing. If you want to talk about what the actual cabinet looks like, those Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Numbskull Arcades are phenomenal looking. And the reality is they got the actual license for the correct audio and everything, which is something that Arcade1Up
Numbskull did.
Mike,
Numbskull did it.
What did you pay for yours, Mike?
$299 for a quarter scale.
Really?
but it's
dude, nostalgia, man, it hit me hard. Like that was my cabinet. That's what got me started in this whole thing. Was that TMNT?
Beautiful though.
It's a nice cab. I've seen it.
That's a lot of money.
If you could just take that and blow that up to XL size,
sure.
Think of how expensive it would be, though. For the authenticity.
Is that the same size as a New Wave?
No.
Bigger.
They're
bigger.
Quarter scale.
Are they?
Yeah.
They're bigger.
Oh, that's worth it.
And the box is nice
too.
Oh, the box is a work of art, man. Like you talk about. I mean, they really know if anything, they should be jumping into 3/4 scale or XL. They really should be, because they know their stuff. But their cabinets would be mad expensive.
Yeah.
But wouldn't it be funny though if they came up out of the gate and their first cabinet was like $399 and it was that detailed? It would end Arcade1Up.
Oh God, yeah.
Arcade1Up would be done.
I mean, even if it was $499, I think and it was that detailed.
I would probably get it.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. I mean, the extra money is worth it if the effort is there.
Yeah.
MG, negative MG, what's up? Christmas ain't
doppelganger?
even over. Yeah. No, I don't think. No, TMNT, not the
No,
original.
no HDMI out.
No.
Nope.
Oh, that's a bummer.
That would be cool, but I mean, the cabinet itself is a beautiful piece of art, and really, when we talk about it, like Phil, you always bring this up, the whole concept of their art pieces more than anything else. You want them because of the aesthetic, because of that look. So you have the small ones, you collect them, and you got more room to put them. I don't know. I just find it fascinating how authentic they are in comparison to Arcade1Up.
Kind of makes you hate that shark fin, doesn't it?
Yeah, just the very generic look, huh?
Yeah.
That's what's keeping me from Golden Axe right now. I was staring at it. It reminds, well, guys, it reminds me of the NBA Jam. It's the fin.
Yep.
I don't know.
They're great
Now, in
cabs,
30
it's just
years
like
from now,
level
you're
up.
gonna go, wow, that fin is like totally retro. 20.
We're gonna see it. We're gonna see it. Like I had a chance.
I want that back. Yeah.
It's going to be really valuable 20 years from now when
Exactly.
there's no Arcade1Up to even be talking about, guys.
That's true. Have the original shark fin.
We'll be going. Remember when I spent
Gen
thousands of
1.
dollars on all these little cabinets and they all fell apart in 2 years? Like, what was I thinking?
Dude,
But
wouldn't
the
it be
one,
interesting if,
one that you modded is the one that survived. That's what's going to end up happening, Mike. I'm telling
Probably.
you right now. Your
Yeah.
Ghosts and Goblins is
So
gonna
maybe
still
that one
be-
there will be the last.
Is that
one
gonna
standing.
be the home for that cabinet? Is always gonna be right there?
No, it's not. Just because if you were like standing in my basement here, it's like awkward and in a weird spot. So probably by this Saturday, it'll be back where it belongs in the game room.
It looks great on the camera, though.
I know,
does.
and then I want to keep it there for that reason, but it's just kind of in the middle of the floor.
Wouldn't
Now-
it be cool if if maybe
That's good.
Arcade1Up ever did like a 3/4 scale of their own, or a quarter scale of their own 3/4 scales, like a smaller version of their shark fin stuff?
Didn't
Wouldn't
they?
that be
Didn't they
interesting?
try that with the
Well,
didn't they
the
try that
collector
with the
case.
collector
I don't know.
case?
Well,
That's-
But I know what like Toxin's saying, like a true to scale kind of thing,
Of their
where
own little-
like the collector cades weren't really like a miniature version. I mean, they were, but not like you're talking like a new wave toys, like a model,
they
like something
were,
like
but
that.
they weren't in terms of
Like
quality.
they just shrunk the whole cabinet down.
They were like a step above My Arcade, basically.
Yeah, I wonder if that idea has ever been thrown around. Once they see the success of like new wave toys and stuff, and the products they're putting out.
If they don't see that success, I don't know where they're looking, because people love those.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
but it's
do.
Arcade1Up, so no one really knows what
We
they
can
think
be their
cool.
focus group. They just need to watch this video.
Yeah.
Hopefully they are. Yeah.
Mhm. You would think there's enough people talking about them on a weekly basis that
Yeah, well, just don't release any more casino cades, and we should be all right.
Or give us a good sale on it.
So they're coming out with the XL Casino Cade. That's next summer,
good God.
guys.
Oh,
Call
Bessie,
them out right now.
and that one, you'll have to be online to play your games too. So
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Yeah.
maybe by the time they release that, you'll be able to have online for the.
Jesse will do the XL review.
Oh, God.
oh God,
No, I'm done with the casino cade.
So Phil, you mentioned sales, so we might as well just dive right into the main
that's-
subject matter. We'll get on the other stuff a little bit later if we have time. But so I don't know if you guys saw the clever thumbnail that PD7 thought up. Is
Titanic?
all these sales that are happening, are they in the long? I mean, they're good for us, but are they bad for Arcade1Up in the long run? Say, hundreds of people. We always talk about the sales. If everybody's out there is waiting for these sales to drop, thinking that why would I pay $700 for this one? I know in 3 months I could get it for $300 or even less. You think that'll hurt them? Like long term, like is it going to sink the ship? Basically, are they heading towards that iceberg? Because it seems like a lot of people are waiting for their sales.
Yeah, I don't think Arcade1Up's going to be around too many more years, even if they do everything right, just because of the arcade. I mean, you can really try to preserve home arcade and try to get our kids into it, but it's hard to just get everybody. I mean, it's amazing that they've even gotten this far with just
Honestly,
our
you're
community. I mean, how many cabs can you sell in everybody's
Exactly.
home?
How many
Yeah.
cabs? Because again, space is at a premium too. You get too many, you gotta get rid of
Yeah, how
some
many
to
could
make
the
room
average
for
person
others.
actually have?
That's the other thing they got to think about, and that's one of the main reasons why 3/4 scale is their dominant. But I honestly think they could get away with making more cabinets being countercades and releasing countercades. They can do like an endless amount of countercades, put a little more quality and work into them, and you got a whole line and a whole bunch of people.
Maybe that's something that they
put them online,
dive into. Eliminate the 3/4
Well,
scale.
I was having the same thing that Toxin just said. First of all, they've been pushing. Their ace in the hole is always Pac-Man, right? Or Miss Pac-Man. So they've done that to death now. So everybody who's wanted Pac-Man has already gotten it. They don't care if you're going to come up with an XL. They don't care if you're going to make it look like the original cabinet. If the casual gamer bought Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man, they're done. They're finished. So they're not going to buy any more Arcade1Ups. So now it's up to the community that's going to buy these things, and I just don't see it pushing forward much more. I really don't.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Do you think with the sales you saw at Costco, the $3.99, the $2.99, they've already made their money on those XLs? Like at that point, same with Street Fighter 2. A lot of people picked it up at $3.99. To drop it to $2.99 to $3.49, I think they made their money on those. I think that strategy might have worked.
Yeah. Right. So Garage Gamer, I mean, do you think is 2024 like a make or break year? I mean, maybe everybody can chime in on that. 2023 was the rehash year. Is it? I mean, are they beyond saving, or is there still a chance?
There's still a chance, but yeah,
I just saw Jim Carrey for a second there.
I just want to.
You're telling me there's a chance? I had that clip pulled up, but I couldn't load it. Sorry, go ahead.
And I don't. Can I say I don't want to be a scumbag?
You watch the show, don't you?
Oh yeah. But I'm gonna honest confessional now. I didn't buy any cabinets in 2023, and
You're probably not the only one.
I'm probably not the only one. And in 2024, it's got to be a really cool one if I'm gonna buy it. So, my honest money right now is I'm looking forward to the next Nintendo console. I'm looking forward to some, and this is what Arcade1Up did for me. So before Arcade1Up came out, I was not playing video games like I am right now. And it was a gateway drug, but it was a gateway drug for me to go to the current gen and the next gen kind of stuff on console. So that's kind of where I'm at now. I haven't been out in the garage as much as I should be. It's cold out here in the wintertime, but I know people are maybe they're gonna jump off a ledge, and they think that now that the sale prices we're going down, we're sinking ship. They Arcade1Up has done this before. These companies, they want to push them out. What does worry me is Walmart. You go into Walmart, I don't see any Arcade1Ups anymore.
Neither do I.
Well, do you think it's because the deal they made with Best Buy? Like Walmart's carrying the peasants, and they have Blitz. Like Best Buy is the only one having these full size in store.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what Cyrus says on every one of those videos. Like, now at Best Buy, here's the greatest deal going on right now. We're not seeing that at Walmart. You're just seeing.
Right. And the other thing that worries me is I don't know how well Best Buy is doing financially either. And you go in there, I'm worried about them. And I will say I was impressed that Target had those countercades on sale for Black Friday. And I saw a specific SKU in like every Target I went into, and there was a spot on the shelf for them. They were sold out, but they had them there.
Yeah.
So that was encouraging from Target. I will give Target credit, but I'm worried about Best Buy. And yeah, it's going to be a really fascinating 2024 to see what happens with Arcade1Up. And not only this, Arcade1Up Pinball is pretty much dead. If you guys haven't heard that.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
Go ahead, Phil.
If you saw the 149, would you have picked it up yesterday if it was available?
For the Attack from Mars.
Yeah.
It's possible. I already own that, and I already sold it, so I probably wouldn't buy it again. But it was a fun cab. It never overheated on me like some other people. But the crazy thing with that is, like, I've been playing some of these games on Steam now because that's where everyone's playing the Pinball FX. And man, I've gotten higher scores on Steam playing on my Steam Deck than I ever did on the Arcade1Up. It's crazy. Like, I was getting like these fantastic scores on Attack from Mars. It's like, whoa, I've never got that on the
You're obviously more comfortable playing on Steam than you
are.
are.
It was a lot more comfortable, and playing it on Steam Deck. And if you guys don't have a Steam Deck yet, Toxin, I don't know if you have one, but it's a little buggy. But once you get in these pinball games, it's great. And I know it's probably on Switch too, but everyone seems like everyone in the community is playing on Steam, and I really wanted to see where I rank up. And it's fantastic. So I probably wouldn't buy another one. I am interested to see how the At Games 4K pinball comes out and these new ones. And I'd like to see some videos from somebody before I drop 1,200 or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Sure.
agree.
We could bring that up right here, actually, talking about the At Games 4K. If you had unlimited money and unlimited space, would you? Okay, so maybe that's not right, because if you had unlimited money, you'd probably buy a real pinball machine. But
Right.
say you had slightly more money than you had now in a slightly bigger space, or just say somebody was going to give you one of these for free. All right, do any one of these cabinets right here, will they sell you on it? Like just the artwork alone, like the gameplay alone, or any of these interested? Are any of you guys interested in any of these at all?
Maybe the Addams Family for me right
too.
now.
The Addams Family.
And you can cover up that At Games logo on the bottom. I think that's where it'd be for me.
Which one? Where's the At Games? By the far bottom?
Yeah,
not underneath.
It's right where you'd be hitting the flippers. Yeah,
Like
right.
right here.
Yeah,
I can't really.
exactly.
I don't want to click on this because I don't know what'll happen. But
yeah, you can kind of see it there.
Yeah, I don't think there should be anything right there. It says FX or something right there. Yeah.
Supposedly there's some sort of plate that's on the front of these things too, right on the coin door. I just found that out last night. Yeah. Not that that's that big of a deterrent, but I mean,
think
for
you
what
could
these
argue
things cost.
There's an argument that any one of these skins, like, I mean, people have their preferences, but
I mean, I actually there's 3 on there that I actually would buy. And even when I saw the Addams Family at first, when it's just like, I grew up with Addams Family, wasn't a huge fan of it, but I did watch the movie, the 90s movies, the
same
ABC
here.
The ABC cartoon that people forget about. And they also had a live action one on ABC as well. But it just looks nice. And I like how they redid it because of the first version where they had the smaller screen. This one, it looks way better. But if I only had to pick one, it's a little bit hard because I like the yellow on the peanuts and I like the Charlie Brown thing going through the sneaker grill.
And Charlie Brown, right? I mean, I'm a fan of that one too. I really am.
And this topper, this Snoopy just sells it.
Yep.
I'm leaning. I know. I agree.
But Attack from Mars is awesome. Maybe you can't. There's no way you can go wrong with Attack from Mars. It looks better than the A1-Up.
Attack from Mars looks like a real pinball machine.
It does. It really does.
I mean, it's just
the Star Trek. We don't talk about the Star Trek.
No.
Yeah.
That's the one that's going to go on clearance. That's a clearance one.
Yeah, you might find that one for $150. So there's obviously going to be another 17, 18 skins, I think, that are supposed to come out for this, right?
And that's another reason. Like, do you wait?
Yeah, I would say, yeah. Like, what if they release a Back to the Future or a Star Wars or, Ghostbusters or something like that? Like,
yeah,
that's the
I almost feel like it'd be worth waiting,
Yeah, that they don't sell anything because everyone's waiting for their thing that may or may not ever show up.
Yeah, exactly.
But so then maybe those go on. You know what? I might just take a step back for a little bit.
Just see what happens. I would like the Attack from Mars. I can see myself buying one of these things, but if I bought one of these 5 here, and I do like the 3 of them, Peanuts, Attack from Mars, and Addams Family, And the next cabinet they released, if it was a Back to the Future or something, I would be sick to my stomach. So I would have to. I have to wait. Like I have to see them all for that kind of money. If it was $500, I mean, I could see maybe whatever. But
Goofy Foot says hold.
Yeah, I agree.
Very wise.
yeah,
Mhm. You know why? Because the skins are one thing, but the hardware is another. I want to see how exactly,
oh, that's a
how well it
really good
works.
point, actually.
Because skins, I mean, we could change the skins
Mhm.
ourselves too, but I want to see how, because this is the first time they're putting solenoids in there, right? Am I right? Because I don't have any ad games. So.
Actually, I don't know that. Zod, you know?
I
There-
think
there's
you're correct.
solenoids in
I,
the
I,
People
I,
mod
thought,
them.
I thought I
Yeah.
heard they said they were actually putting solenoids in here.
in
Yeah.
these ones, but they weren't on
Yeah,
the
but
previous
so
version.
This is the first
I don't think they
time.
were on the previous ones.
I think they just have haptic feedback on the original.
Right.
Okay.
So I would like to see how the hardware actually works first.
It's probably going to be buggy at first of the
I would
every
assume.
time they first have an operating system, like as soon as it comes out, it's always like 1.0 is always buggy as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For the
exactly,
arcade-
Steph Gaming.
Well, the arcade experience. I mean, that's the only reason.
Yeah.
You know,
If you
just
value
to-
that, right, then, and I think a lot of people do, that would be the main reason.
Mm-hmm.
Not enough to spend $1,200.
That's a lot of money for that.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't want to be a beta tester for $1,200.
What's up, Gotham City? Yeah,
Amen.
I think we're all kind of, everybody seems to be in that boat,
Enough is enough.
unless you're just a diehard or something like that.
I want to keep the $1,200 in my bank account. Okay.
Well, then we're getting people saying that they need to go buy this new candy cab thing by Unico.
Oh,
I'm like,
God.
where are you getting the money for that now?
Good,
I was like,
it's a-
what?
Yeah.
Like,
For an empty
I
box.
gotta get
Well,
that. And
well,
I'm-
Steve, you got to remember, Garage Gamer. The ones hyping this up the most are the ones that are going to get it for free.
I thought this thing
That's
was a
just
washing
real-
machine.
that's
What are
yeah,
you talking
and
about?
talk.
I love
Real talk.
these YouTube. I love guys. I love the bigger YouTubers out there. I love some love them. Some of them I love, but like, yeah, I just feel like they're being super nice to these companies because
Exactly.
Well,
Yes.
I can't support this. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not. First of all, I'm not. I wasn't raised in Japan. I've never been to Japan. I'd love to go over there. I'd love to go over there.
I've never seen one of these things.
I will go to
person.
Tokyo
In any
with
arcade.
you. Like, that'd be
I have no
awesome.
Oh, that would be a great trip. Nostalgia Power. We're going
In
to Tokyo.
Japan.
And we're keeping our
Yeah.
$1,200.
Yeah,
We're going
yeah.
to Tokyo.
I'd love to have some food over there. But
They had
It's
some.
amazing.
They had more on the West Coast than we had on the East Coast. So I guess the West Coast.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't.
Yep.
I don't ever remember walking in an arcade and seeing
I
anything that
didn't
looked
know.
anything like this.
Yeah.
You go into a laundromat, you see a lot of things that look just like
Okay,
that.
well, I like all. I've been into like Japanese stuff my whole life. I love Japan
Me
stuff,
too.
and I've seen and I remember these and think of these all the time. I think it's a beautiful aesthetic. I think it looks great, but for that price, like I said, the only people that are hyping them up are the people that are going to get them for free. We are not. I mean, when you're looking at that, $9.99 just for the bar top, right?
I mean, it is a huge screen.
That's a nice screen and all,
Yeah.
but honestly, you could buy a 24-inch screen or a 28-inch, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You could buy a screen like
26.
that and build your own cabinet for a lot
Yeah,
less.
you could.
Yeah, well, I've been to Japan a few times and I got the experience. It doesn't make me want to go drop $1,500 right away because but really, but to be honest, you're not going to get that experience. I'll tell you right now, you won't get that experience from a candy cab. You have to go to a Japanese arcade, be in there with the people, and that's the only way you're going to get that experience. You're not going to get that from this candy. I mean, it looks nice, and I do like it, but they lose me with that $250 stool and $300 base. That's where you're just like.
Yeah, I love the base. The base looks like a washing machine. I think Mike, you said that earlier. It really does. Like, it's
yeah,
got
I'd bring
that
that in my
washing
house. My
machine.
wife would be trying to jam clothes in it or something. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a dryer? Does it have a little spin cycle on the
Now it's
inside?
maybe
That's
with
to the
both.
right.
These are-
combo
That's
unit.
what this is, though. That's what this is. This is like home appliance prices. Like this is the kind of stuff that you need, that you need to buy like a washing machine or a refrigerator or
So
something.
you play games on your washing
This
machine.
is the kind of money we're talking about now. We're not talking about, $300-400 on an arcade. You're talking like right out of the gate. Oh, $9.99 just for the bar top. Are you crazy? Really?
Yeah. The
Seriously?
stool, $250 for the
So,
stool.
Yeah.
so what happens when I get this bar top home and I plug it in? Is it plug and play? I can play whatever I want. Yeah, you can play whatever you put in it.
Yeah,
What
you
you
have
put-
to
yeah.
provide the
Exactly.
hardware, right? The games, not the hardware, but just the games you're playing.
I mean, I'm going to say this too, because honestly, I love Unico. I'm friends with Chris and Jay over there. They're great people. I love Unico. The MVSX is my favorite home arcade machine. I will shill for the MVSX till the day I die.
Oh yeah.
But I'm telling you right now, this new Candy Cab thing, I would love to have it, but unless they're sending it to me for free like they are Michael B, I don't think I'm gonna get it. I gotta be honest.
You can buy the
Maybe it
base
has
and just use it for
candy.
storage.
Well,
yeah, there you go. It looks good. I mean, it could be a filing
Use it
cabinet, maybe.
use it as a hamper. I
Yeah,
wonder
you
if we could put like that cooling source in it and turn it into a little mini fridge, because it has that aesthetic, doesn't it? Look at it. It really, like, it could be a washing machine, it could be a fridge, it could be
It's a safe. Like you could put
safe,
valuable stuff
toaster.
inside of
I mean, my God. A lot of
Yeah, you could
uses.
Oh, and,
can hide stuff in
it's
there.
$150 shipping on top of that for everything. I didn't even notice that.
Oh,
Did they
Oh,
hide that?
yeah.
Right.
yeah. Wow.
I think they were too aggressive with this paper. If I was Unico, I wouldn't go so aggressive with all that stuff because you're gonna scare everybody away. I would probably do the unit first.
What do you
I
mean? The
wouldn't even-
249 stools?
They put it right next to the machine, and that's the first thing you see.
249.
And is it one chair or is it two? Two chairs for $250. Okay,
Two,
but still,
yeah.
they don't even give us the option for one. Like,
Step said,
Could
just
you
sell the
imagine
whole
it?
bundle, price the whole entire bundle for $12.99 or $1,200. Don't, like you said, don't scare people away with all these.
Yeah,
Thinking, oh,
I
I gotta buy this, now
think-
I gotta buy this.
I think Steps is onto something on here, which he said, just put that as the price, $1,200, period.
yeah,
all
you
included,
get
all
the whole
inclusive.
works.
And then this way, and you can start saving for it. But when you put all these separate options and stuff, it's just like it's like, oh God, the base and the stools alone. I mean, you're going into Golden Axe, Death Adder territory there. I kind of, it's like,
it reminds me of when Sega does a game for pre-order, like Sonic, and they put like a chart of different versions of the game. Get the base version, then you get the deluxe version, then you get the super special edition, and there's
Super
missing
special
features,
edition.
and you're like, I don't know what I'm buying.
exactly.
and a lot of times you end up just not buying anything at all because you're overwhelmed by the amount of options. And options are always good, but when you have too many options,
There's too many nines on that graphic.
yeah,
yeah,
There's a
huh?
lot of nines on there.
too many nines. That's the best criticism. Too many
999.
And Thumper's right. The stools look like a porta potty for camping. Yep. The
Oh
base
God,
looks like
I just noticed that. Wow. Yeah.
that you have a bucket
It's like
underneath it.
Coleman.
And it
Oh my God, I can't unsee that now. Now I'm gonna be thinking of that every time I look at
anybody
it.
in the
Holy
chat,
cow.
if you were interested in this and we're just ruining your night, I
Oh, God.
apologize.
Oh God, porta potty.
It's a big topic of the week. It's everywhere.
It is.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah. There's other streams right now telling everybody how they need to buy this. That this is the if you're a true home arcade enthusiast, you need to have this in your collection. I'll tell you right now, you don't need to have it.
No.
You get it if you've got something to put in it. Most definitely, go ahead. But if you don't, you're going to be awfully disappointed.
Well,
when
you
get
got
it home.
to spend $1,000 to put that one thing.
No.
you have in
No.
your
Yeah.
hand.
You know what? I feel bad for the poor bastard who's going to buy it and then's going to put a Raspberry Pi in it.
Oh, that would be
Exactly.
Not even taking
Like
advantage
you
of the
stupid,
all.
I mean-
piece of crap. And then you know what's funny about that though? That's what the justification. The justification for it will be just like this. Well, I spent all that money. I spent $1,200 on everything. I didn't have any money to buy anything else, so I just I had a Raspberry Pi
You gotta do the
4,
Raspberry
so I
Pi.
put the Raspberry Pi in there because that's
Playing
all
Super
I could
Mario
afford.
Brothers on it.
Oh
Box.
God! Oh my!
Maybe the
goodness.
Raspberry Pi 5 will do good though. I think I don't have that
But-
yet. So
But
plug that
the
in
thing
there.
is though, if all you have is a Raspberry Pi, you probably shouldn't buy this. To be honest.
And if you have a Raspberry Pi, you probably already put it in your Arcade1Up, which I did
Exactly.
behind me. So I'm not going to want to
or
spend it.
in some other
For a
cabinet
fraction
you have
of the
modded
price,
or
right?
whatever.
Exactly.
I mean, it's
So.
it's just a lot of nonsense.
And if
Yeah,
you're
with
a,
this-
if you're a purist and you already have a JAMA hookup and you have an actual board, you probably have the Candy Cab.
Yeah,
original
I was
Candy
just
Cab
gonna
to
say
begin
that,
with.
Jesse. You were
You
reading
know?
my mind, bro. You probably
So,
already have it.
Yeah, if you're already a retro Ralph, you already have one of these.
Right,
already.
Ralph. This like
You know?
I love, and that's the thing. I loved. Speaking of retro Ralph, I loved his video about this because, yeah, it's that exact point. If you're into that stuff, you already have it. You're not really gonna. It's nice to have options, but a more economical option for something like this would have been maybe if it had like some sort of SNK or Neo Geo software included. So at least if you didn't have something, you could buy it for spending $1,200. You could bring it home, hook it all up, and you would at least have that King and play all your King of Fighters games. You know what I mean? Like at least you've got, but to just bring it home and for it to be empty, and for you to have spent all that money and be like, now what am I going to do?
Makes sense to me.
Well, Zod, I've got all these JAMA boards at home. I've got all these arcade boards, and I just got nothing to put it. What am I going to do?
Who says that?
You got all these JAMA boards.
Right. I got a collection of 64 JAMA boards. I mean, they're all over the place.
What am I going to put it in?
What am I going to do? By God, this is perfect. Yeah,
That's what exactly what I've been looking for.
$1,200 per JAMA board. Like, okay. Or the guy that said there's a video. I remember seeing a video, and I don't know, about a guy saying he was going to get not a Raspberry Pi, but he's got a Pandora box. He's going to get this and put the Pandora box in it. And I'm thinking, my God, that is a vast waste of money.
Oh,
I
It's
mean,
a Raspberry Pi with the JAMA output.
wow,
It's crazy.
And that's what I feel like the majority of people who buy this, who are listening to some of these other YouTubers out there, that's exactly what they're gonna do, because they're not gonna have anything else to put in it.
Yeah,
No,
I
you're
mean,
probably
honestly,
right.
for that, you'd want something like better hardware. Like I would love to play, Sega Model 2 games or Model 3. I think they just got Model 3 working.
Yep.
More powerful PC stuff. I don't want to put anything like that I could put my Arcade1Up up in there.
No.
And then
well,
we have to figure out how we're going to configure the buttons, because I did think they said that it configures like it'll map it. I don't know.
Oh God, imagine that. Imagine you finally get what you want in it, and then the button mapping is all over the place, and you don't know what the hell you're doing. You're like, oh my God, what am I going to do
advanced
now?
for me?
Retro shooter box inside the Unico Cab. There you go. Damien got it. That's the toy. Phil, dismantle if Unico sends this to you for free, dismantle the Terminator 2 and put the shooter box in the Unico.
Or put in T2 back in T2.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, do it because they say it's not that hard, right? It's not that hard to reverse it.
Yeah, I think I agree with Ralphie. It's a cool product and all that. It's probably not for everybody.
I actually think it's a wonderful product.
Probably has great hardware.
I think if it was about half the price than what they're selling it for now, I think you'd have a lot of buyers. You'd have a lot of interested people. But at that price, I think that shoots them in the foot automatically, especially because it doesn't come with anything.
Yeah, if I was Unico, I would put this. I would put this thing out. It's supposed to come out in April, right? But this advertisement with the pricing on it, I would have waited till after Christmas, like January 1st, because people are still spending money at this point. So when they see,
they're doing it now because
Yeah.
I think they're doing it now because the 20th, which is tomorrow, you'll be able to start pre-ordering it.
I'm gonna pre-order the base and just
before
the base. And
Just the base.
and I'm gonna do a video on it. and see how well it does.
Phil, you
That'd
gotta
be
get one.
phenomenal.
You gotta get
No
one
one
and put a
else out there
countercade on
copying
it,
me.
Phil. Put it behind you.
Oh,
Put a
yeah.
countercade.
Yes.
Oh no, you know
Do
what you do, Jesse. You get the base and you put the casino cade on top of that base.
Yeah.
Like Garage Gamer, you just
And
gave me
then
an idea.
shoot
How about we all
Yeah,
buy one
And
piece
then push it out
and
the
we all-
window.
You put it yeah.
Oh yeah.
We all buy one piece and we all review the one piece that we bought.
Oh yeah, one
That's
piece
actually a
each.
good
Let's-
idea.
Everybody
let's-
buys a piece.
Remember
We
when
do a
MVSX first
collab.
came out? How many different people reviewed the same thing? We'll all go in on it and we'll all do a review on it.
That would
I
be
Whoever
volunteer
has
for
the
the
best, whoever has the best
Agreed,
review gets
Jim.
to keep it.
Agreed.
that would be phenomenal.
Yeah, but you know how they could have sold
I
it?
hated those people with the MVSX reviews, man. I
They
hated
probably
everyone.
could've
They all
sold
signed
this.
it. They all autographed the side of it, and
I want to put a kegerator in it.
I mean, that
Bit of
thing has
keg
some
in there.
use. It has some value. Not to put that $1,000 topper on it, but
Yeah, I mean, you might as well put your PS5 in it. You're spending so much money. I mean,
Well, Zod, the thing about the PS5 is that it's really funny with 4:3 aspect ratios and refresh rates.
yeah.
So you'd have to hook it up to your HD TV, downscale the resolution so that when you hook it up to that monitor, it doesn't like you get a black screen and you can't see anything. So yeah, I mean PS5 is really weird with but you kind of want it to go in there because you want the best of the best if you're gonna buy this big machine.
you can
Who
sell
knows?
a drink
So
on
you-
it, Goofy.
So
Sorry,
you're
Goofy.
saying
Goofy has a point.
they made a mistake by making it a 4.3 monitor if they were going to charge that much, because you really are going to want to put something modern into it if you're going to.
Well, I think that's more for like the
money.
I think the Velix and Chilix already got that market, and I think they're hitting that 4:3 original market. But you probably just want to go PC or something bigger like that because the PS5
yeah.
might give you these newer machines. PS5 is not built to be adaptable into these kind of stuff.
That's what and you can get a pretty, and here's the thing, you could get a pretty powerful mini PC and that could run all that stuff and put it in there. And you probably won't spend all that much for a halfway decent one that can run all the games that are, that would look good on that. So maybe so I would say, okay, you buy this, right? You spend the $1,200 on this, and you spend the $400 on a good mini PC to run all the games that you would need to run on this. That would probably be a pretty good investment if that was your main gaming, arcade.
I'd be worried too. You buy this, are you gonna be able to resell it? Like,
good luck.
Probably
I
not
put
for
it
anything
on
close to
Facebook
what you
Marketplace.
paid
No one's
for it.
gonna know what the heck it is.
Well,
What is
those
this?
people the people on
How do you
Marketplace that put their cabs for,
not
like,
know
$50
Unico,
more.
you scumbag?
Yeah.
Steps called it. Look at the small print. It
Well-
does say $100 shipping.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
you're
I
looking
said
at
it
it.
earlier. I think
Oh yeah, Steps. You're right.
Wow.
Did mention
the full bundle was $150 shipping.
You're right, Steps.
Yeah, some of you guys are like, what's the sales tax where you live too? Add that
Yeah.
on there.
Son of a gun. Well,
You get the county tax depending where you
yeah,
live.
no, none of us
There's
are,
shipping
none,
under
none of
every
us
one
are
of those.
buying this.
Oh man.
None of us, none of us are
No,
bothering.
yeah, if you were
We won't even
interested
talk
in
about the
it-
Xbox tax. That's coming next.
Oh,
Yes,
God.
It's a cool machine, but it's
Doesn't
just too expensive.
You should watch
Again, if it was
the
half-
wrong
if it was
stream
half
tonight
the
if you
price.
wanted some positivity on this thing.
I would, you know what? I wouldn't even say that we're being negative.
No, just
I'd
being
say-
realistic.
I'd say, I'd
Yeah.
say we're being
It's-
we're looking
Yeah.
at it from a practicality standpoint of who's going to buy this and who's it for. Because you're honestly not, it's definitely not for everybody. That's one thing that universally people will agree on.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just think if it were half the price, I think you would get a lot of people who would buy it, who would find a use for it for half of what they're charging.
Yeah.
At that price, I don't think you're going
Or even if they threw in a 60-in-1 board, I mean, with it,
Yeah.
where you could start off with that, where you're getting something for it, but I mean, you have nothing. you
On
know?
the flip side, for a arcade owner, bringing something like this into their business is a good idea because they're already making monitors. So when the CRTs are no more, you go to Unico, you get your monitor. They're having this. So if you look at it that way,
They should make a commercial version they could sell.
because technically this should be commercial grade for the amount of money you're charging.
Look at hold up.
I mean, it might be.
Look at the
it might be
base.
commercial grade.
I mean, I could see. I mean, and let's not, I don't want to call out all these little rinky-dink arcade places that are actually putting Arcade1Ups in their place of business. I think that's a little bit much because I don't think Arcade1Up is made to stand up to everyday use like that from the general public. But something like this, I could see
definitely.
it. I could see it working out.
Like Jim just said, the screen, the sticks, and the buttons are probably half the price to start.
Yeah. Well, Steps makes a really good point. Like we've already spent I've
Right,
spent
that's,
way
yeah.
more on multiple.
And I know
But
I
then-
have
but then-
easily.
But then that's the point. Like I kind of want to
Yeah,
move into and another comment that I saw. I kind of want to move into VPIM. So if I'm going to spend one or the other, I kind of more interested in the act
Sure.
games. So yeah, Steps is right. It's probably people that want the one machine, but most of us it's a hardcore machine. So most of us are the hardcore already have a collection of something.
Mhm.
I like that they're
Right,
I like that they're making the candy cab, and it's perfect.
Sure, it's a
that we
cool
have it.
option.
We need it in the space. It's an option, and it's
Yes.
great. We were asking for it. To be fair, we were saying a long time they should do this. It's just that we're getting close to Christmas. The 4K pinball is out, and then you got 99999 all over the page. It's
Yeah.
just like, whoa.
Calm down, right.
I honestly, as much and this is why I say, I totally love Unico, and if something like this was practical and affordable, I would definitely get it. But at this price,
Yeah.
they could send me one for free and I'll shill for it. I'll make 6 videos on it. But
And you know what?
You and me
to
both.
Steps' point. Yeah, that's true. But I bought these Mortal Kombat for $100. That's Gen 1.
great
And
point.
I put a
That is
piece
a point
of
too. I
put
bought
a
KI
piece
for
of
$150.
Yeah, and I put I think it was at the time $45 Raspberry Pi on it, and I got 2,500 games on it. So what would make me spend this on that unless I'm really into candy cabs and I want to play it on a candy cab?
You're really
I don't
into
see
candy
it. I really
I know
don't.
you are.
Huh?
Like I said, I like it. I want it. It's just
I mean,
maybe-
I
maybe
guess
for
some
next year.
people want it, but I don't know.
I mean, I don't know.
If I had $1,500 just ready to blow on something,
Well,
Burning a
what
hole in
games-
your pocket.
yeah, I would choose the pinball over over that.
What game would you put in this, Mike, if you bought it?
Oh God, I mean, well, that's a tough question.
It is.
If I
I mean,
had-
it's like
Yeah.
we're spending all this money to play one. Like what?
No, not really. I mean,
Well, I got a couple of games I would love to play on this, and I think Steps mentioned that earlier. Like these are really we're totally not even talking about the fact that you can rotate the screen.
That's
But
true. That is a feature.
I
that you
think
can
you
do.
have to. I think you have to undo the bezel. I don't think it pushes in and flips. You could play tons of shmups on here. Me personally, I think the Sega Model 2 fighters would be perfect for this candy cab because of the Japanese stuff. Virtual Fighter 2, Fighting Vipers, Last Bronx. Definitely. Like I do want this thing. I'm not gonna sit here and say I don't want this thing. I wouldn't want to have this in my house. It's just I think it's just
Oh,
timing.
right. Mm-hmm.
If
Now's
I had
not
to
the
do
time.
it, I would do Street Fighter 3. That kind of
That's a-
screams candy cab to me.
if,
Yeah,
I,
it
if
does.
I were
Yep.
going to do it, I'd put a PC in it and have, thousands of games, but it would be a beautiful build, a beautiful coin ops build, 4-3 only games, and to be able to do shmups and all that stuff, and just make it fantastic. I mean, seriously, if you're going to spend that kind of money, you better get your money's worth.
Mm-hmm.
Well, boys, we've been going on for an hour. Do you guys want to cut to a commercial? We'll come back and wrap this thing up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
let's
right.
do
So
it.
Right.
before we hit the commercial, Mike, I'm gonna just jump out and I'll catch the rest of the stream on my phone because I'm gonna head out of here.
All right.
All right.
Toxin.
Thanks for
having me, guys.
Toxin, take
Hey.
it easy, bro.
Thanks
Thanks
See
for
you, man.
coming,
everybody.
man.
Yeah.
We'll see you
All right.
soon.
Everybody
buddy.
hang tight. Going to a quick commercial. We'll be back in 3 minutes. It's time for Nostalgia Power's fastest 2 minutes of the home arcade community, and it starts right now. Starting off with a Jester Tester. He'll tell you real-life ghost stories so scary you'll never be able to sleep again. Todd Ryder, the general from the planet Krypton. You need to know anything about any movie, talk to him. Oh, thank heaven for PD7. This guy walks and talks so much, he's gonna need a new pair of shoes and a voice box.
Holding down the fort on Wednesday night, it's the Arcades Anonymous guys. Todd, Matt, Brian, Joel, and Jay. When these guys are on, you know the weekend is looming. Console fanboy doing 8,000 5-second shorts a week. But he's gotten 500 subscribers in a month. Console fan hailing kits. Ripping it on the guitar and talking arcades every Sunday night. B-Dubs, the man with the lofty expectations. Just activated off the IR after suffering a nasty injury in a pickup basketball game in Cleveland. 19K quick foxing around. His game room still has that new arcade smell to it. Not Donkey or Diddy or King, but Kongs are us. He's modding and hot rodding every Sunday night, and he and the missus may have a drink or two. It's Michael B. from Newfoundland, bringing you all the latest home arcade news. Big D, the big man from the desert. Arcades, cactuses, scorpions, oh my, Thorn Arcade. You want excitement and enthusiasm? Check out this guy. Good Lord! Nostalgia Power! Get up early every Saturday morning and grab your cereal. These guys are taking you back. And where on earth is the Tech Buzz? Oh, wait a minute. There he is with Mr. Right Way. Super Game Room dudes talking home arcade deals. But it's time running out. Tick, 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 tick. The bad guy, Mike Worley, week after week, trying to get people to care about the NES. Eventually, it has to work. And how can we forget about Arcade1Up announcing all their holiday deals? But it's a bumbo! Prices were lower just a few weeks ago. And that has been Nostalgia Power's fastest 2 minutes. Woo! I need a break.
It's time again for another episode of Nostalgia Power Primetime. For tonight's stream, this is something truly special. You not only have the bad guy Mike Worley, Jester Tester, Zod Writer, and PD7, but the streaming quartet is joined by a couple of the home arcade community's rising star content creators. I'm talking about none other than Toxin and Garage Gamer. This is a stellar show, folks. It's the real deal with nothing anonymous, especially when talking about arcades. Enjoy the show, folks. And happy holidays.
Wow.
Ouch. Wow.
Great
I gotta
job.
improve my Chris Berman impression.
That's awesome.
It's
Leave the
very
hype.
rough on the throat. Why is it all the impressions I do? Batman, Macho Man, Chris Berman involves like a lot of screaming and
Because
like,
you're the
growling
bad
and-
guy.
Yeah, maybe it's rough on the throat, man.
That is awesome.
But so, okay, there's that. I mean, I figured it was prime time, right? I had to try something, and for
that
some
was
reason,
awesome.
the NFL primetime music it must be that doesn't get me a copyright claim or anything for some reason. Which I said it before, I can't believe it because that's ESPN, and which I think is also owned by Disney, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Disney. We know what Disney is.
I
Right?
mean, 2 seconds of the Star Wars Holiday
Oh,
Special, they were up in arms, you know.
Well, it was the Jefferson. I don't even want to say it out loud.
Yeah, we're gonna get.
I didn't want to say
their
it.
name.
They
Yeah, that's
gave
what
us
it was.
problems the last time, didn't they? Like,
Yeah.
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 Scumbags.
Oh my god, I wasn't ready.
Oh God.
Well, guys, how do we want to wrap
Kennedy.
this thing up? There we got a Glarzilla. Rich was. Oh yeah, he was here. Good lord. Yeah, ESPN owned by ABC, ABC owned by Disney. So
Yeah.
yes.
Mhm.
Oh, eventually they'll catch on.
Eventually.
We went all over the place. The Candy Cab, I don't think it didn't seem like anybody was really not so much not a fan, but wasn't really going to pull the trigger on it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of a cool. It's cool. I think it was Toxin that said it. It's probably good for the home arcade community to have different stuff out there, and there's probably a lot of people that'll get a lot of good use out of that thing.
Options are always a good thing.
Yeah,
Always
right.
a
I
good
mean,
thing, yep.
and maybe it gives other companies ideas or pushes them a little bit harder, and you know,
Exactly.
we're the only ones that could hopefully benefit from something like that. And as far as the pinball machines go, it doesn't sound like anybody's looking to jump on one of those maybe right away.
No, yeah, I'm surprised by
Yeah, where's the poll?
Yeah, I should have put a poll up.
I'm surprised. I thought more people were going to jump on that, but it seems that more
Prime
people are
time.
holding
Where's
on.
the poll, Mike?
I know. I was too busy getting all these fun clips. I was getting too into that. Then I looked down. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna be late.
You almost gave yourself a stroke trying to. Man.
Scream like Chris Berman at the top of my lungs.
Yeah.
Waiting for a Dinosaur Dynasty LP 4K sale. I mean,
Did they miss out on that?
That'll be the pinball machine that ends up at Ollie's.
How do they not get the Jurassic Park license?
yeah, I asked that on Biggie last night. We talked about that. Was that? And somebody brought that up, and it might have been Kevin Clausen or somebody, or was it you, Garage Gamer, that brought that up about Jurassic Park?
Hey,
Yeah,
I just want to say a happy birthday to Headshake TV. He's 41 today.
Oh wow.
Really? What's up,
Birthday.
Head? Yeah, happy birthday.
it's all downhill. Happy birthday.
So yeah, was the dinosaur thing? Was that? Do you think that was because they couldn't secure the license to Jurassic Park, or do you think they even attempted to?
Well, don't they have a licensing agreement with Zen Studios, and Zen has the Jurassic Park games? Am I
No.
correct?
I think
So-
yeah, I think so.
So I guess maybe they have to pay a royalty to Universal to do a cab and get their approval, but man, that seems like low hanging fruit there. I don't know.
Well, you know what? I guess maybe we shouldn't rule it out. I mean, maybe there's a possibility that
There's
still
another reason
do
to
Jurassic
wait
Park, but
and see
are
what
they
else
going to do
comes
two
out.
dinosaur themed machines?
Yep.
No,
Yep.
I'm waiting for the Land Before Time.
Is that a dad joke, Kevin? I mean, don't make me get my material out.
Or what about talking about Disney? What about dinosaurs? What about a dinosaurs pinball?
Oh my god,
Based on
yeah.
the TV
The
show, from
TV
the
show
90s.
Dinosaurs. That's going to be an episode of
Oh my
Nostalgia Power
gosh.
on Saturday morning one day, discussing that show because
I'm gonna skip that one.
come on, it's great.
That's the show that killed us all at the end.
It did. Yeah, I forgot about that because wasn't the impending ice age or something that killed off the dinosaurs in the TV show? Yeah, I don't know. I might actually consider buying an at game pinball skin like the dinosaurs.
I do like the episode where the son is like taking drugs or whatever, or he gets peer pressured and then he has to go home and like
this one.
he starts
Kevin.
getting like pimples or something.
Drug addicts.
Yeah.
You remember that
scumbag.
one?
Yeah, was
That's
he
the only
like
one I
was
can
it
remember.
steroids or something?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. It was like a steroid. Yeah. Yep. All right, that was a
Such
classic.
a strange show.
That just dated me right there.
No, but see, you just proved that you actually enjoy some aspects of dinosaurs. See,
I mean, the
That one
animatronics weren't
episode.
bad at all.
yeah. See,
Imagine doing a show wearing those giant suits.
You just be
Yeah,
drenched in
that was
sweat.
before CG, wasn't it?
I mean, Jesse, you said you almost passed out.
Jesse.
wearing
Yeah, I
pants.
did. I'm telling you, I did. I'm not joking when I'm telling you, I was passing out. I was. And you know what the thing was? I tried to make the suit look really great, so I had everything velcroed down, so I couldn't get it open. I had to have help putting it on. So there was no way I could pull a cowl off by myself. I had to have the back ripped open.
God, man.
You're dying and you can't even get out of the thing.
I couldn't get out of it. No. If it wasn't for my daughter, I'd be dead.
I'm dying and I can't get out.
I couldn't get
It's
out.
just a Jersey thing.
It is. Yeah.
Told you, it's just a Jersey thing.
Damn is. How you doing?
So yeah, imagine wearing a 200-pound rubber dinosaur suit.
Well, they have cooling suits inside, I think, the real ones. You know?
You're
When they
probably
do it
They
right,
would almost
yeah.
have to.
Yeah. It's only us morons that do it incorrectly. You know.
Hey, Butthole Winkler, why don't you get a freaking life, dude? You know who that dude is? He deserves one of these.
There you go.
Word
Like
of the
and
day.
subscribe. Let's go.
So, what else is anything else exciting going on in the home arcade space?
Well, Ryan, if anything, are you watching anything if it drops? Like you haven't bought anything all year. If there's something like we saw yesterday, not Attack from Mars, but something similar, would you jump on it?
I guess you guys have to give me the scenario because I think right now I'm at capacity at arcade with my Arcade1Ups.
Next
You
question.
look like you're at capacity, bro.
Yeah.
Barely got room to sit or maneuver.
I moved this desk out here because my wife got like a free desk and a free like new laptop set up for she works at home. So I got all the old stuff and I put it out here in the garage, but like I was already kind of at capacity with my Arcade1Ups. I think I've got 8 or 9 of them. And right now I've had more, but like I almost need to sell 1 or 2 so it's just a little more comfortable. And it'd have to be, I never got the X-Men cabinet, but the problem with that one is like I wish it was not 4-player. I wish it was 2-player. So it's a little so it'd be a little easier to maneuver around and put somewhere because I've already got 3 4-player cabs. I got Simpsons, I got Blitz, and I got the original NBA Jam.
That's like the next mod, like because maybe we all do that. Maybe we all turn them into 2-player cabs, like we saw with Galaga Guy 88. You saw that review when he did Blitz. Like that deck looked good.
Yeah. But I'm also hesitant because I also have a theory that I think I can resell these if I don't mod them. I think I can make more money if they're not modded.
Okay,
and
out of all
it's less explaining to the guy on Facebook Marketplace what I did, and he has got to come over and try it out. And I just like, how much do I want to put into it? I have modded some. Like I really went hard into my Atari 12-in-1. Like I put the lighted trackball, I put the Glenn spinner in it, I put the there was a little chipboard that made the trackball changed colors. I did all that, and I put graphics on the front of it, and it didn't sell well for me. So anyway, maybe that's just one example. I'm sure there's people out there that have done well with it, but how much effort do I want to put into it? So
what's the one you wouldn't sell out of the 4 players?
That's a good question.
He's looking now like I would sell every single one of these things.
Now, I really love
they're just in the way.
I love that NBA Jam, that first one. NFL Blitz is good. Maybe I guess it'd be the Simpsons. Maybe if that'd be the one I'd have to go.
That would be the first one on the chopping block if you had to.
Yeah. But my last name is Simpson, so it kind of fits.
Yeah.
So I can't win.
I know there's reasons to keep it. It's a tough call.
Well, do you have a multi-cade that already has the Simpsons on it?
But we want the look though. That's the whole thing.
Right.
We're like addicted to this. Like we want the look of the cabs too.
I've got that. I've got the ROM. So I've also got that game on my Xbox 360 that runs really well. I need to do a video on my Xbox 360. That marketplace is shutting down next year. And
I got it on the MVSX via the Hilo hack, and it plays better on the MVSX than it does on the 1-Up.
Really?
On the 1-Up cabinet, and that just boggles my mind, but it does. So
yeah, there was like I noticed there was a noticeable like input delay when the thing first came out. I think they did an update and it feels better now, but it's not exactly like perfect. Yeah.
So we're basically all on the iceberg then. We're all going to wait for those sales, wait for that ship to come hit us and sink. We're going down with the ship.
Or we're catching the arcades.
I'm waiting for Time Crisis.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Yeah.
$3.99 end of the year sale for Time Crisis.
A small Ollie's boat following the Titanic around, just catching all the.
$3.99.
Zod, we got to go to Ollie's together, man. I gotta come down to Illinois.
That would be a fun video.
We should
Walk
do
and talk into Ollie's.
What's Ollie's?
It's like it's a bargain store that has NFL Blitz for $2.99, and it has the pub table, the Atari, for $2.99.
It's funny you said that, Ryan, because I was saying that for so many streams that I kept saying, "What is Ollie's? What is Ollie's?" I didn't know I had one 2 miles away from me.
There's a
It's
pizza place
literally down the block from me.
Yeah, there's a pizza place here called Ollie's. So it's like that's not like what we're going to just go have pizza. Yeah.
No trivia tonight, Johnny. That
Yeah, Johnny, you
missed that show.
got prizes, dude. You gotta email me, man, because I got those.
Oh yeah, Johnny.
giveaways
Yeah, you
for
got to claim your previous prizes. Oh, this is kind of a dump.
Kind of a dump.
I mean, if you can find an NFL Blitz for $150 there, I mean,
by scumbags. What are you gonna
Kids,
do?
maybe we should go to Ollie's and Apt the same time.
Apt. That's a store too.
ABT Electronics.
ABT. That's another store. Like you guys are like on the East Coast.
I don't
all
think
these
that's
weird,
a chain,
like,
right? That's not a chain store, is it, Phil?
No, it's just like an exclusive,
yeah,
I've
Chicago,
never heard of that either.
Chicago
That's just the
store.
one.
Like it's
I only
like
know it because of Phil.
it's a sharper image on steroids. Is the best way I can put it.
Oh,
It's awesome.
Yeah, it almost looked like a little mini shopping mall, right?
Yeah.
Like,
they have Arcade1Up there.
Dude, yeah, I have it like
You have a walk and talk probably.
Yeah,
I need
it's
to
called
watch.
it's called the Cave, and it's just they have everything there. They have Shack Jam, they have Golden Tee, they have MB Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I can't say it.
Five Below.
I hope so.
We don't have
They'll be
Five
in big
Below
trouble.
here either.
Maybe
Do you
maybe
have,
you'll
that
find some of the
store.
maybe you'll
That
get
one I
some of the
know.
My Arcades over at Five Below, but I don't know about what else.
Do you have
No,
RC Willie by
I did
you,
get
Ryan?
arcades there.
Nope.
No.
Nope. Nothing.
Yeah, I got
Man,
the
we got-
space.
We got
Space Invaders in my
Walmart.
arcade.
We got Best
At
Buy. We
Five
got
Below.
Target.
in
Jesse.
Five Below. Yeah, $5.
Oh, you got
Really?
you got Blockbuster Video though too.
We do have the last
The
Blockbuster.
only one on earth.
They don't have Arcade1Ups there.
We're coming. We're coming out next year. We're all meeting up at Blockbuster.
Cool. Yeah. I haven't even been to the. I know exactly where it is, and it's a really nice area of Bend, Oregon. It's right next to the Mill District. Beautiful. Bend is it's like a vacation dream resort area. It's beautiful out there, and if you go out there right now in December and January, there's snow everywhere. And everyone's so nice. They got some beautiful, great breweries there, skiing, snowboarding, mountain biking, everything's there. Fishing. I'd love to retire out there, and you can have the last Blockbusters right there.
How
too.
far
So
is it from you?
It's probably a 3-hour drive.
Wow.
But yeah, it's a super cool area. Bend Studios, they make video games for PlayStation, is also right there. And I think they're going to be working on some new project they announced this morning or yesterday, I heard. So I'd be interested in seeing what they're doing too. So can you imagine being a video game programmer and you get to live there? Like, oh man, so nice. My parents went to high school there. So that's kind of where I know a little bit more about maybe it than some other people. But there's an airport there, so you can fly there. And you can get your last you can get your last Blockbuster fix. But I want you guys to come to like Portland Retro Gaming Expo or something like that, because the Blockbuster will be there. They have other stuff there. You don't have to pay sales tax out here, so load up your suitcase with games.
Do you have tolls on the highway?
Not yet. That's coming. But right now, no tolls.
So this Blockbuster, I mean, is it like an up-to-date Blockbuster, or are they embracing the whole they're the last one, we're going to make it into like a novelty thing? Like, can you rent like VHS tapes and stuff there?
You can rent them there. That's the cool thing about it. But they've also turned it into a gift shop too. So
okay, so it's they're recognizing what they are, and that this is in fact the last one, and it's more than just going to rent some movies and games and stuff.
Yeah. So it's super cool. I'm glad they're making money, obviously. So my hat's off to them.
Well, BCB put up a good
it's a great question. Yep.
Do you feel that the home arcade collecting as a hobby in a community will improve or implode if they do close their doors?
I wouldn't worry about Arcade1Up closing.
I mean, I don't think they will, but I guess maybe theoretically, or I'm sorry, hypothetically, if they did, I don't know. I think it would actually hurt the community.
I think so too.
Ryan, I think you'd agree with me on that. I think we're going to see some more products like the Casino-cade coming from Arcade1Up, along with other stuff, but you're going to see...
You'll see the games, but you also see
newer
different
type
sprinkled
stuff
in there.
That you see at Dave and
Air
Buster's.
hockey, an air hockey table, skee ball. You know, you'll start to see more like carnival and like amusement park style options.
Batting cages,
basketball hoops.
Wow.
And some of this stuff it was like perfect right when the pandemic came out, because like everyone was sheltering at home. Like, oh man, that's when
really
we were getting all
them into prominence. Really, that's why they got so big.
It was a beautiful combination. It happened exactly at the right time when everyone needed all this stuff. And now we can go out and like I was talking to my wife, like I want to go out to an arcade now. Like I'm tired of my own arcade. I want to go to a real one now.
Well, I mean, you could play some games there on a dedicated cabinet that you'll probably never. You'll probably never.
Right.
I mean, that's why I put this thing together, because I highly doubt that I'll ever see a 3/4 scale Ghosts and Goblins, and unless somebody like New Wave Toys did it, which Thumper made a good point.
It looks real from here. I mean, seriously,
that
like
does look real.
That view over your shoulder. I mean, it looks like a real.
Well, that's
arcade
kind of what I was going for. I wanted that look, because that was I don't think you probably won't see that game from Arcade1Up. But yeah, it's like Thumper Squid said, if they go under, somebody will probably step up. New Wave, I don't know about a 1-to-1 scale, but
Steps has a good point. Like if they bring back the Defender Partycade,
something that they know that people
they bring back the Turtles 2-player countercade, we will buy this. Like you just saw, Ryan, you went to Target, you saw countercades were selling.
They had Marvel Superheroes. They had
we will buy this
what was
stuff.
the other one they had? Yeah.
The Ms. Pac-Man. We will buy these countercades, partycades. Definitely.
Yeah, I don't think real arcades won't ever die, but their glory years are far from over. But you know what I mean? They won't go anywhere, but I don't think they'll ever reach the height that they were before.
Mm.
Yeah, generally we all agree that if the Arcade1Up folded, it would definitely affect the market in a negative way.
Yeah, you'd see it.
There you go.
I don't know. I think another company would just. I think another company would just carry on the legacy and would keep it going. I don't think arcades are going anywhere, whether Arcade1Up is around in a few years or not.
Yeah, they probably won't be. Let's be real.
It's different. When we were growing up, like the arcade was like the cool place to go. I don't think like this generation of teenagers, it's not like the place like I'm going to take my girlfriend and go on a hot date and I'm going to go play Pac-Man. That's not what it is now.
No,
it's more like family entertainment, I think.
It's interesting though. When we were in Cleveland, I'll tell you the ratio with men and women. Mike, what was the name of that place?
I can't remember.
It was unbelievable. The younger crowd, the amount of women that were at this arcade, it was crazy.
Yeah, it was amazing. If I was a single guy in my 20s, I mean, you could have had your pick on.
I've never seen that before.
Neither have I. I mean, I take my wife down into my arcade, and she's no interest whatsoever. She doesn't like to get out. Like,
Right.
this lights hurt my eyes.
Can she wait in the car?
Yeah. Go outside, wait in the car.
Oh my God.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Yeah, it's going to. It was nice knowing you, Mike.
Go sit in the car.
It's great knowing you, Mike.
Yeah, I know. Huh? Hopefully, I wake up tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll have a pillow over my face.
Wow.
Man, I just feel everyone's like really is depressed tonight because of that Michael B video, and I'm just like, it's gonna be okay, guys. It's gonna be okay.
Well, you're right. It is.
You know what? It's all about. It's not about any of these products. It's about talking to you guys, about making friends, and that's what I appreciate. And if they don't come out with any new products next year, we're gonna survive.
Be fine. We'll still be here, right?
We'll be okay. We'll find other things to talk about, and it'll be okay.
Said it for a long
Yeah,
time.
but what will some of those other YouTubers, Ryan? What will they have to talk about? I know we'll find something else to talk about, but what will they talk about?
Oh, this is heavy.
That's what they need to remember, right? Not the other arcade YouTubers, but the companies that they need us more than we need them.
Yeah, well,
that's
the YouTubers made Arcade1Up pretty much.
I want to mention something about Fast and Furious. It keeps going out of stock and showing back up at Best Buy. There's something going on where people buying, they're not getting it. Like I think they oversold on Fast and Furious. There's some glitch going on.
Interesting.
In the Matrix, yeah.
Thanks, Kevin.
The glitch is that you didn't really even get complete games with Fast and Furious. That was the glitch.
I'm going to tell you something. I love the games on here.
Someone should make a YouTube video on that.
I'm not putting the buy stuff mod in this. I don't want to lose that. How crazy does that sound?
Yeah, because I think I asked you the same question the other day that if you were to
4
do that,
for the
you
game.
won't have the games, right?
Right.
You'd basically be getting rid of the games.
It's the music that comes on when you power it on. It's the pedal to the metal. You don't need a brake pedal. For a guy like me, it's a perfect game.
It's nostalgia.
It's not even. It's not that I have nostalgia for this game. I like what they did with this. I don't know if I like what they did with NFL Blitz, but I like what they did with Fast and Furious.
Been 2 weeks and it hasn't shipped.
Wow.
Well, you didn't get a buy from one of those weird Amazon sellers?
You know what you do? Get a refund, and then it'll just show up a few days after you get your refund, and then you got it for free.
Thump or Squid, you got to contact them because it might have been canceled. It might have been voided out. I've been seeing this now.
Oh.
That's the problem. I think they oversold on these.
Make a YouTube video on that, dude. That'll go viral.
Jesse?
Told you, it's just a Jersey thing.
Damn right.
I gotta let Best Buy let me back in these stores. I can't really say too much.
Yeah, Best Buy better stop kicking you out because you're gonna get an award for
Best Buy kicked them out.
No, at Walmart.
What?
Walmart's horrible to fill.
Oh no! Walmart kicked you out.
Well, they don't let you film,
Yeah.
so you gotta be really careful.
You needed to talk to that one security lady that just retired from store 888. You guys know what I'm talking about. She signs off. It's like, this is my last day at Walmart. Signing off. That went totally viral. If you guys don't know it, I'll
No.
That was amazing. But anyway, sorry. That's
That's what you need to do. Just make friends with one of the security guards.
Yeah. Oh, she was
Get him
like
on camera.
She was like the janitor, but she's like the number one Walmart employee now. She was.
Worked at Walmart for.
And weren't you banned from filming in Costco too?
Yeah, some guy was power tripping one day. So
Oh wow.
Here's the problem: is you can't go in just flashing the camera around when you walk in the door. I do that at Best
you gotta
Buy.
be discreet.
Yeah. So I do it to myself.
No, that'd be a good video for you.
At that point, Phil, if somebody says something to you, I would just look at him and be like, "Do you know who I am?
Yeah.
Do you know who I am?
I'm like the nicest guy ever. Like,
I'm
everyone loves
PD7.
me.
I'm
giving you guys business.
You do not want to tick off PD7. You don't want to.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want that bad karma. You don't want it. Seriously.
No.
We're chasing deals over there. I don't get it.
You're spending money, and they're they have a problem with that. How many Arcade1Up sales do they have these stores gotten because of your walk and talks, Phil? I could think of at least 5 right off the top of my head right now. For real.
Yeah, I guess Ralphie would know.
They owe you some residuals and they want to kick you out?
That's crazy.
Yeah, honestly, they should be inviting you in.
Some guy asked if I needed help when I was looking at Arcade1Ups one day, and I just stared at him.
Now I got to do this. I got to do another take now because you interrupted.
You should have been like, pull out your phone, guy. Go to YouTube and go to PD7. Take a look.
I want to get PD7 like a hidden camera kind of thing. I know some
like
retailers
that he wears on his shirt.
Yeah, that's what we need to do. We put a little GoPro in here.
They'll have secret shoppers. They used to have secret shoppers come into retailers with like a hidden camera on them, and they'd go and see if they're getting good customer service throughout the store. You could have that kind of rig on you, Phil.
Oh yeah,
and that would be amazing. And then it'd be cool to see like what things you would encounter when you're in some of these stores and you're getting the real behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah.
I would totally like that.
That would
be awesome.
Yeah, that would be pretty good.
Be like total like Mission Impossible. Like you could put it on this disguise, like just get like a fake mustache. I don't know.
I'm Selleck mustache. I'll be Magnum PI.
That'd be
This will be season 2 of the Walk and Talks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't Homer Simpson have there when he went under? Didn't he have like a big giant top hat and it had a very noticeable camera lens sticking out the front?
Very noticeable.
Very, very noticeable.
But no, in all seriousness, Phil, you have done a great job for the community too. All you guys have.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Zod Rider, man, you have. I agree with so many of your opinions, bro. Like, dude.
I appreciate that, man. I like your stuff too, man. I'm
Jester Tester. I got really disappointed with that one video where you were dealing with Arcade1Up. It brought me right back to my T2 experiences, and then Mike, it'll go back to your thing with, I think you were dealing with the pinball stuff too.
Yep.
It all brings us together. So.
Yeah, that was the first time I watched you, Ryan, and with your T2 problem.
Oh, okay, right, yeah. Yeah, none of you guys.
That was so pathetic with the T2. They just
Yeah, don't do those firmware updates, guys.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Crash your machine. I know.
Like the one guy was driving around trying to find Wi-Fi to update his Killer Instinct. You remember that?
That's going to be the same problem with Casino Cade.
Right. That's what
you're going to be driving around different places trying to find the connection.
You want to drive it to the library and find free Wi-Fi, or to the Starbucks.
We complain about a lot, but you know what? When they ever close their doors, I'm sure secretly deep down we'll all miss them a little bit, right?
We still have secret shoppers at Costco. Okay, yeah,
miss them like a bad habit. Yeah. I'll tell you that right now.
That's true.
Think how much money we'll all save.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Here's another thing, Phil. You could pretend like you are a secret shopper, and they would give you the royal treatment.
Oh yeah, that's a good.
You gotta give them the cues.
Phil. Be like,
maybe
I'm
go in
with
a clipboard.
Get away from me.
Is that like the Yelper treatment?
Yeah. Oh, PD7, please come this way. Let me show you how we build them here. Come on to the back room.
Did you see that one Pac-Man had the back panel on backwards? Like you could see the.
Oh.
I go, you guys, come on.
I remember when
you got to show them how to build 1-ups, Phil, because they're Clueless, obviously.
Oh
The
yeah.
first year that they Walmart had the original Pac-Man arcade one up, and that it was before they had the deck protector, and people were rubbing it, and the whole thing, it was like originally supposed to be blue, and it turned white. And I took a picture on Reddit, and that thing got like 2,000 likes because people were like, whoa, this is the way it was, you know, like yeah. Like,
Thanks, BCB. Take pictures of the display section. Report to Arcade1Up. Yeah, I got to maintain the standards.
Yeah, and then from then on,
Panels on
Arcade1Up should send Phil product after product to review at that point. From that point forward,
where would I go with it?
You'll have cabinets all throughout your house.
all throughout.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, I can imagine.
Extension cords running everywhere.
That's the thing is, you know, when you have them all on like one side of the room, it's just like how many of those, you know, surge protector packs do you need? Like, holy cow!
I'm waiting to see how many Arcade1Ups it takes to overload a circuit.
Oh God.
Probably a lot. I can't imagine these
They're
things.
only 12 volts, aren't they?
Yeah, I can't imagine these things are drawing many.
And the plugs are so much bigger now that you can't get them.
I know that is kind of annoying.
Gosh.
You got to strategically place your big brick on the end, and then
it's like the Christmas Story outlet.
I know you just have tree on top of tree on top of tree until it just explodes in the wall.
Don't anybody move.
Yeah.
I need to watch that movie before Christmas. How did that not make your top Christmas movies?
Story?
Because
it did.
What?
It did. Oh, it went to the finals.
Ralphie.
Okay, it did make the finals. That should have been number one.
Yeah, it lost to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah.
Cover your ears, Ralphie, because the second one was so bad.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah, I was surprised at that one.
How old are some of these subscribers?
I don't know.
They're like in their 70s or 80s. What?
I mean, I'm not going to deny that's a classic movie. It is.
No, for me, you got three movies, and I'm sorry if I'm derailing it.
No,
you got if you're like a current like Gen X or Gen Z or whatever, you like Elf. If you're like me and you grow up in the 80s and 90s, you like Christmas Vacation. And if you're older than that, you like the BB gun movie.
Christmas Story.
Christmas Story.
If you're really old, then it's Miracle on 34th Street or something.
I'm sorry. That's my take. I'm sorry, guys.
No, I was pulling for a Christmas Vacation.
I was pulling for Christmas Story because I mean that's just the one that I always watched.
When I go over to my father-in-law's house on Christmas Day, that's the movie he'll put it on repeat. There's some channel like
Christmas Story.
Yeah,
TBS.
Story.
Yeah, TBS.
They will have it on day all day.
Oh, it's a marathon.
He loves
24-hour marathon. I'll watch it on Christmas.
It's the greatest. No, it's all right.
Not maybe. Not the greatest, but I'll watch it. Yeah, I like Home Alone. I can watch that anytime.
I also like free stuff. If you guys have Xfinity or Comcast, you can get the Muppet movie for free right now. So I just added to my library.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna watch it with the kids. So I like the free stuff. All right.
We all do.
All right. Sorry if I'm a little overly passionate about that, but
no, it's okay. It's all open on Nostalgia Power.
I'm not on these videos too much, so
let it all out. Rant.
Let it all out.
Get angry,
you little.
Loves Home Alone.
Yeah, Home Alone's okay. I mean, Home Alone 2 is okay. I don't have a problem with that. It's not as great as the first one.
Don't watch Home Alone 3.
No. They end after 2.
Man, too bad.
Yeah, Emmett Otter's Jug Band Broke Ass Christmas. Yeah, I don't think that got beat in the first round, I think.
Did you guys have Die Hard on the list?
Yeah. No,
that was in a poll of its own.
Okay.
We didn't do a follow-up, but we didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, I just put up a poll of like the best what was it? What did I call it? The best non-Christmas Christmas movies.
Are you guys gonna do a New Year's movie list?
I don't know. Is there many?
I think.
I'm trying to think.
You know what?
movies?
You could call me really cheesy. 2 of them. It's When Harry Met Sally. Think about it. At the end of the movie.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
You haven't seen When
What?
Harry Met Sally?
No,
That's a class. How
Are
do
you
you not?
kidding
I
seen
only
that?
know Harry and the Hendersons.
Jesse, say something. He hasn't seen Harry.
I watched it with my wife, but I don't remember it all that well.
There's
Oh,
that
I
one
love-
scene where they're eating
That's
soup
true,
or
Skids.
whatever. Yeah. All right.
I love
I was
Billy
thinking
Crystal.
Ghostbusters 2 at the end.
Yeah, I guess that could
is-
be.
oh, wait a second. Hold on. Is that the one where she fakes an orgasm?
Yeah, when she's having the sandwich.
You've
Okay.
seen that.
Yeah, now I remember.
Mike.
Yeah. Ha! Whoops.
Trading Places is a New Year's Day movie because the end
Trading
of that.
Places.
Yeah, I
Those
guess
are my
it is
two.
too,
Those
huh?
are my 2 New Year's.
And
you
there is
said
a new
Ghostbusters
Beverly Hills
2.
Cop coming out next year. Thank goodness.
They did, Jim B. Yeah, those were 2 of the 4. It was Gremlins, Lethal Weapon, Batman Returns, and Die Hard. And Die Hard won that one.
I voted
Sleepless in
Batman
Seattle's
Returns.
one. There's a Happy New Year Charlie Brown. I don't know
That's
if I've
true.
ever
Yeah,
seen
Charlie
that.
Brown had a special for everything. Volunteer for de-aging. Yeah, me too.
my friend at work, he's all depressed because the Charlie Brown Christmas thing is only on Apple TV right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, the only way I can watch it is if I have to get Apple Plus. I'm like, oh yeah, it's a really hard life.
Tell them
guys.
just go to that
What do we-
Blockbuster you guys have. I'm sure they got it there.
Oh brother, it's a sad. We live in.
But that was one of the movies I used to watch every single year at Christmas time.
Yeah.
Charlie Brown. That and Garfield was another one, and they're gone.
Yep.
Strange Days is a New Year's movie.
There's a lot of.
How
weird
was it the
ones.
rave they were
I
filming for the
googled
movie?
it.
I don't know if I know that one either. Oh,
I
man.
don't know that either.
Ghostbusters 2. I
Strange
finally
Days is
found
pretty
that.
Yeah,
dope.
that one. Can't Buy Me Love. I don't know.
Trading Places,
Yeah, that's what. Okay, I didn't think of that one.
Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights.
That's what it says.
I kind of figure like if it, it should
Ocean's
revolve
11.
around.
Ocean's 11. That happened on.
I haven't seen that in a long
They
time.
pull that their caper or whatever on.
on New Year's.
Yeah. Godfather Part 2.
I never really associated that with New Year's either.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. I've really taken this on a tangent.
That's
Sorry.
okay. Yep. It's all nostalgia. It's all nostalgia related. It doesn't
You gotta
matter. This is
you gotta
usually how we
join
do
us
it,
on a
right?
Saturday, man. You gotta come in.
I know.
Yeah, it's usually how we do it. We just
I gotta
go.
wake up.
Yeah, Gremlins. Yeah, it was during Christmas.
Yeah, that's a Christmas one. Yeah, that would have been a good Christmas one to make the list.
Yeah, it made the side poll.
Okay, man, that.
And we were looking at like really like traditional Christmas style movies, and Elf made it. Yeah, Bad Santa was on there. It was a bunch of good ones. Only 16 of them, so I was getting harassed by a lot of people, but it's okay because their favorite movies didn't make the cut. But I didn't.
Can't please
It was-
them all.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to do like a NCAA bracket, like 64 team tournament. We'd still be going on,
You could make a video. Yeah, do a video on every little bracket that happens. There you go. That would go viral.
I Am Legend. What is that? There's no way that's New Year's, is it?
Maybe that is.
I'll
What
dig
happens to
deeper.
the dog in that
Oh, I
movie?
love I Am Legend. I
Ah.
love that movie.
That was actually a good movie. Didn't the dog get killed?
Yeah. Oh my god, that was
Because it
terrible.
like it saved. Didn't it save him or like tried to save him or something? And
Yeah.
it ended up,
Yeah.
and it didn't die immediately. Of course, he had to like
Yeah.
sit with it and everything. And I'm like, oh, you're gonna do this?
Yeah.
Brutal.
Man, you're just.
Brutal.
We were already sad tonight,
Like-
and you just
Yeah,
took it to
really.
another
He
one.
lost
lost my-
everything, and
I
then
just lost my German Shepherd. Good lord.
Yeah.
Thanks,
we
thanks,
lost.
Ralphie. Bring
we
that
lost
back.
our dog last year on New Year's Eve.
It's a way to spoil the new
Absolutely
year.
brutal stuff, guys.
He just went outside and sat down, and he didn't ever come
That
back
was
up.
it.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Well,
Yeah, it was sad. It was sad.
yeah, not a
This
way
is
you
a
want to
sad
bring.
show.
You don't want to bring the new year in.
We're all gonna start bawling. We've all lost something this year. Mike,
It's really
did.
bad when
Mike,
it's your dog. Yeah.
Mike lost a dog. I
My
lost a cat.
Yeah, my cat.
Jesse lost his dog. This is horrible.
And then we're losing Arcade1Up.
That's next year. Yeah.
We lost
That's next
iArcade.
year.
iArcade.
iArcade, yeah. Was it just me, or did anybody else tear up during the iArcade stream? Because I honestly, got a little bit emotional during that stream. I was like, wow. Maybe it was just because it was so much controversy throughout the whole thing. It was just like, wow.
Man, that was
guys,
it was coming to.
I
an end.
remember
for it to end all like this. Like, wow.
I
was
remember
watching
that, Steps. I remember seeing your post.
I remember going into Moat was doing a live stream at that same time. And that's where I was just watching on my break, and like I was telling him, like, dude, iArcade is done. They went over there, and like, whoa, he was like totally shocked. That was a crazy day. That was a crazy day.
I know. At least you didn't buy a gold, you know. I'm just kidding.
At least you didn't buy a gold.
Gosh.
I was telling everybody not to do it when the gold came out. I was like, the gold is a waste of money. Why would you do it? They don't need to do
Hey,
gold.
there's still some iArcadians in the chat, so let's be nice.
I have an iArcade. I'm not getting rid of mine.
I have this stand. I have two IR. No, guys, I just did that video, and I'm telling you, don't sell yours. Like,
no, keep it.
Joking.
Keep it, because it's going to be worth $1 million someday.
No one's gonna know what the
Never
heck
know.
it is.
No, it's guys. It is a pro cabinet. I mean, dead serious. It's a pro cabinet. It's the same quality you'd get if you would have bought KI Pro, if not better.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the. I think a lot of people were just frustrated with the.
I can play
with the
Operation
games, huh?
Wolf on it.
Yeah.
And Operation Thunderbolt. So that's why I bought it.
With the mystery encoder mod, yeah, maybe the Gen 1s are getting some good value.
I have the mystery encoder mod. I still haven't put it in the cabinet though.
It's a lot of work, and that's why Zod hasn't done it. It's just it is. I mean,
That's right.
it is. It's just
What does the mystery encoder mod do to that?
The mystery encoder mod makes it possible for you to basically add anything you want to the arcade. You can even add Android things, like you want to add Ant Stream, you want to add like
gotcha.
You want to add pretty much anything. You want to add, MAME, you want to add whatever you want to run, pretty much you can run off of the iArcade. It's an incredible mod. You can't
find the mystery encoder anywhere. Yeah, it's a mystery.
I got it. It's a board. You buy it. You got to buy it off the website. It's
off the dark web, yeah.
Off the dark web. And once you buy it off the dark web, you're good. You got
burn your computer, then
just
delete your browser history.
Listen. I'll tell you something. One of these days, when I'm really bored, which is never, because I'm never bored. But if I was ever really bored and I had nothing better to do, I would actually sit down and do that. But I just haven't had the time or the motivation.
Man is writing a book right now, guys. I mean, he has no time.
I don't, and I and the thing is, I modded when I did the mystery encoder mod for the Arcade1Up, the countercade. I was like, this was the easiest thing in the world to do the countercade mod. I'm like, wow, that took like all of 10 minutes from start to finish.
Someone is selling iArcade.
Yeah, they're on there, but they're expensive. They're like 500 and something on Amazon right now.
It's $4.99 for the bar top.
PD7, you need to make a video on that quick. I'm just kidding.
That's yesterday's. Let's go on Amazon.
Yeah, I'll sell my iArcade with the mystery encoder board. $600.
There we go. We gotta be able to afford that Unico thing. So
That's right. I want 600 so I can put it towards the Unico. I want the Unico thing. Yeah.
That's what we should call it. The
And then I'm
Unico thing.
We all sell our
Their
arcades
unicorn
so we
thing.
can get the unicorn thing.
Mike, $5.99 for the bar top. First gen.
Wow.
Yeah, because you can put the encoder board in it. That's the only way. Because you can't even. The problem is if you buy an iArcade new right now, you can't even download any games to it. So you would basically have a worthless iArcade.
I think you get the 11 games.
No, you won't get them because they're not they're on the server.
I'm reading it right now. It says preloaded with 11 games.
You still have to connect. It still has to connect to the internet. It still has to connect to their server.
So you can't play the games on it?
That's what the controversy is. You wouldn't be able to get those 11 games.
And what did they sell any of the? I mean, did they sell? What did they do with all that customer data that was just out there?
Probably sold it to the dark web.
Is that just on a server somewhere? That is really kind of weird. Seriously.
I mean, seriously, do you really think that they were very careful with our information? They
ran out the door.
They filed for bankruptcy for Christ's sake and flew away like a bird. It's over.
I hope you guys change your password.
Jeez.
Seriously. Yeah.
Your bank statements. I don't remember buying all this.
Holy moly.
Jesse, I thought that was going everywhere.
Pounds of this
I almost lost it. I couldn't hold it.
Oh man.
I gotta shut these headphones off when I drink from now on.
What are you drinking, Jesse?
Oh, just water right now. But...
Okay, I was gonna say, are you drinking like cranberry vodka or something?
No.
You're just like,
I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
Oh, well, we do have Steps Gaming in the chat, so that's cool.
The Mountain Dew, yeah. Well, guys, I don't know about you, but it's getting pretty late for me. So,
what are you talking about? It's not even 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
I
wish.
Yeah. Wow.
Thank you for having me on, guys.
No.
I really
Garage Gamer,
thanks
for
Thanks
for hanging out, man.
Gamer.
Great having you.
You're always
man.
welcome.
You got to come out on a Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, that would be early. You'd have to get up at 5 a.m., but it's all right. Just rolling with your.
You just got to get your coffee or your energy drink or whatever your drink
Hey,
your
Game
beverage of
Junction.
choice
Hey, Game
is.
Junction.
Get started, and you can make it.
That's it. Yeah.
Early in the morning.
I have to drink that Monster every Saturday, and we start at 10 o'clock my time.
Yeah, but Mike.
Yeah. I'm already 3 gallons into the coffee at that.
10 o'clock your time. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I'm pushing for that Monster, getting some royalties, but
sponsorship from Monster
it's not
for your
working so
YouTube
far.
channel.
Trying to. I'll have to put together this. The following has been paid advertisement by Monster.
Yeah,
and you can read about it when you read the waiver, and you got to read it real slow, like you did with the Arcade1Up waiver.
Like, Monster Energy gets me through the morning, and I fake a heart attack. Like, no, it's something else, unrelated.
Did you see? This is also unrelated. Did you see there was that PS5? Steps. Did you see there was that PS5 waiver that they said you could not sell your PS5 games anymore? Did you see that?
Yeah, that was a BS. That was something.
You got to read the fine print.
Andy.
Yeah. I'd like to see them enforce that. That's all I have to say. When they can make anything they want. They can make anything they want a rule. But how are you going to enforce that?
They got the Spider-Man license. They'll make it happen. Come on.
They're going to start going door to door, banging on people's houses. Like,
see you, Kevin.
Later, Kevin.
Yeah,
Did you sell your PS5 games?
Ralphie.
You know it's illegal to do that.
See ya, Ralphie.
That's ridiculous.
2024 is going to be a good year, so let's make it happen. Let's make it happen.
All positive vibes, guys.
Positive good night, everybody.
Yeah. No, Game Junction. We were pretty much unanimous nay for the Unico.
Yeah.
Nothing against the product itself. I mean,
yes, right. Yeah.
Brooklyn.
Yep. What's going on, Brooklyn? Yeah, we were just getting ready to
Brooklyn?
Get ready to sign off because I'm I need to catch up on some
It's late
sleep.
for you too, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Brooklyn, we need to play some PSVR 2. I know you're into that.
All right, everybody. Well, I appreciate everybody for hanging out with us all night long. Garage Gamer, definitely you're welcome anytime. And Toxin, if you're watching this or if you're out there anywhere, thanks for jumping on with us too. It was fun. And
Toxin's the man.
yeah, he sure is.
Yeah, good guy.
We'll catch you guys Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific. Nostalgia Power. We cover everything nostalgia related. So if you haven't checked us out, come back. We'll see you Saturday morning.
Yep.
See you guys.
Good night, everybody.
Night, everybody.
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.